If you were a gay man, would you rather have sex with me or Colton?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. You, because we both have
Body issues?
and we could go crazy.
Yeah.
We could really take our clothes off.
Yeah.
We could practice self-love with it. We could touch each other's loose skin. You know what I mean? We could like just be like, I love this, and you'd be like, I love this, and we could really. I'd be like, I mean, the pillow's literally angled at you.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this, you are listening to our main feed. You know, if you guys want to listen to this feed without ads, go to Patreon.
You have to listen to our Patreon. That's where we're talking shit. That's where you're hearing the real sex stories. You're getting our real life. If you want to have fun whatsoever, it's like $5, you stupid pigs. Just fucking sign up for it.
That's so true. And also, thank you for signing up for it, and in a kind way.
Or I don't care about it's kind or not, but if everyone keeps signing, we'll post pictures of our dicks. Maybe.
Yep.
Maybe.
I'll give it 8. And if actually,
not fraud if you say maybe.
if we reach 100,000 followers on Patreon, I will show whole.
If we get enough, we don't even have 100,000 people listening to the episode. But if we get there, we'll show whole. We'll show Colton's whole.
Yeah.
And Dylan will take his shirt off.
I will not take my shirt off unless I'm making millions of dollars.
100,000 subscribers is $500,000.
Actually, that is true. If we're making that kind of money, the surgeries are already done. Okay. Please, I need my loose skin surgery. Please sign up for the Patreon. If you guys don't do this, I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
That's so
JK.
true. Sign up for the Patreon. Yeah, we have 2 series on there. It's the Lost
They
Boys.
can find it
No,
there.
but
The Lost
we're doing
Boys.
the Lost Boys series. So
If you bomb this, which you did not, you'll be on the main feed. The Lost Boys is everyone who's ever bombed this podcast. We put it up so you can watch them humiliate themselves.
That's the gayest thing I've ever heard, dude. That's such cunty gay guy shit to do that.
We're bullies.
Oh man, you guys are such little bullies. I love it.
Fine, sign up. Thank you.
Oh.
So, this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is
To drag out
No,
horrors.
about that is I was still taking in nicotine. I don't think I could have done it cold turkey.
Hello.
Hey. Hey. Yeah, it's a little hidden gem. Oh, they're nicotine free. I'm fine. No, today's my first day without the patch, so I'm fine.
I know, but you have 2 vapeless vapes.
Yeah, but like they're different flavors. That's actually how I knew I had quit vaping. Is I had like 3 different of the Geek bars. I was like, in case I wanted different flavors.
That's bad.
Yeah, they're all like soaking. I'm smoking cigarettes and vaping. It's really an issue.
Whoa.
I know. Yeah.
That's really bad.
Well, so what happened was
Why?
I was just smoking cigarettes, and then I moved in with lesbians, and they were like, "Please quit smoking." And then I was like, "For sure." They're like, "But you can vape." And so then I started vaping because I was like, "Ooh, sneaky addiction stuff." And then I've been secretly now smoking cigarettes behind their back when I'm not home.
In your house? Please don't say in your
No,
house.
no, I don't smoke in the house.
Okay.
But like when they're not home, I like when I leave to go do comedy and stuff, I like smoke cigarettes. But
Do you
they
smoke
think,
in your car?
Yeah. And then this morning I had to move my car, and she like went to go grab the keys, and like this is such an addict thing to do. I like jumped up, I was like, "I'll move my car. Don't go in my car." And yeah, so I was like, they gotta stop.
Just choose
Yeah.
one.
I know. Well, I wanted to. If I got to choose one, I would choose cigarettes
Why don't they want you smoking it?
because they like care about my health.
Ah.
It's like it's annoying shit. It's
That's
girl
annoying,
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chip's coming over today, and I noticed that there's beers in the trash can. I go, taking out the trash before he gets home.
Yeah, of course.
What?
He doesn't like me drinking.
Who?
My husband.
You have a husband?
Yes, and he lives in Minneapolis, and he's visiting this weekend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wait, you're open?
Yes.
Gay guy stuff.
Okay, guys. Sorry. Why are you saying that? Because I don't think I told you about my gonorrhea, which wasn't gonorrhea.
You said it on stage.
Oh yes. Okay.
Wait, are we rolling?
Yeah, I think
Good.
so. Yeah.
Okay, wait, you're married.
Yeah.
Why?
I love him.
You do love him?
Yeah.
Oh.
He only just he moved up there in January.
From here?
Yeah.
Why?
For a job.
Give me a pillow.
And I'm not going there.
Why? It's better than here.
No.
It's nice.
No.
Coyote, look what I have for you. Look at that. Fuck you
Nice.
up. She
I love
loved
that.
shit.
Do you always travel with your dog?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Look at her. You ever seen anything with you?
She's literally just
Fucking rules,
rolling
dude. Don't
around.
choke on it. Get it out of your mouth like a little
There you
baby.
go.
Oh, illegal.
That sucks. I mean, we definitely need a dog cam now, Jimmy. I mean, I don't know if you can point it down.
She's being adorable and holding the bottle can and playing with it above her face. Just
Oh,
so
I
you guys
love
know.
that.
What are you doing right
She
now?
likes rolling in it.
This
She,
is
she
crazy.
pretends.
do you
She
hate
loves
Austin?
carpet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is awful.
Why do you say that?
You have a diapered woman outside of the club right now. You have
Yeah.
homeless people that are like completely with it and yet completely homeless. It is so hot that it makes me want to take my clothes off and put a diaper on and lay on the sidewalk.
Right.
It is the feeling is like constant, a little bit of grease everywhere. The people that are walking around on 6th Street are the biggest nightmares I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Women with eyeliner that's going up to their eyebrows. They look like juggalos. Okay. And it's like a wasteland. It used to be sick. I used to visit when I had like gentrifying friends who had like kids and they lived in a little, like a condo that was painted, aloe,
But do you
aloe
leave
green.
6th Street when you come here?
Not that much.
Right.
We went to Zilker Park once. That
That's
was cool.
nice.
That was nice.
No.
It was nice.
There's hot people
It's
at
hot.
Joker Park. There's guys doing push-ups and pull-ups. I like that.
It's if I'm gonna be in the South,
That
it's
was
gonna
sick.
be
That was a good
like
trick.
Nashville or somewhere where it isn't just like,
Well, we agree with this, is that, like, if comedy wasn't so good here right now, we would leave.
yeah.
I would not leave here if comedy, like, it wasn't
And I
as
don't
good.
even know what that means. What does that mean? Comedy's good. You know what I mean? You guys just can perform a lot,
Yes.
but it's
Yeah. It is
insular. You know what I mean? Like it's not.
There's,
like
there's some decent opportunities here.
There's a good amount of opportunity. I
Yeah.
feel like it's kind of become the new LA. Because we went to LA and it felt desolate, and then you come here and
There's
LA
no,
is
it's not
people.
LA. Nobody's
It's LA.
nobody's making movies.
That's
Nobody's
true.
acting.
You know, when I went to LA for the...
Well, we are actually.
Oh, okay. Well,
Are
we're
you
making a
web
movie?
series.
Yeah.
YouTube's the new industry.
right.
I like incubating. I think incubating is great. I incubated in Nashville for a year, but I do think inevitably there's.
You got to go to New York?
Of course. Eventually, we will be in New York.
I don't know if you inevitably have to, but you can live here, but you have to be doing the road like every weekend. You can't just be like thinking that the Creek and the Mothership and the whatever the other ones are is like you doing comedy. That's just you just in your hometown basically,
Right.
Yeah.
doing the same. You know what I mean?
For
And
sure.
you can get up 100 times a week. It's the same way about New York. It's like there are comics that just are at the Cellar 5 nights a week, and you're like, okay, but I have no idea if you can do an hour, and I don't like.
Yeah.
You just have to be.
They also don't really have a job. The job isn't really comedy because they're not working the road. The road is the only place to make money, I feel like.
That's what it feels. Well, that's what we're trying to do with this podcast. We're like, we got to get the numbers
Or a
up.
podcast, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's the other way.
Yeah, well, I mean that is the dream for us is doing the road every weekend.
Yeah.
we're doing some festivals coming up, and that feels. I always thought I was like, oh, if I can get on that festival, then I've made it. And then I saw how much they're paying me, and I was like, fuck,
Yeah.
It's really bad.
it's really bad.
Anytime I think I'm about to make it, I'm like, oh, this is actually a nightmare.
That's how it is forever.
I'm like,
think
this
that's how
actually
it is
isn't as
forever.
good as I thought it was going to be. And then it's over, and you go like, I guess I just go back to my fucking house with the lesbians? Like, this is all I have?
There's
I mean,
nothing.
we were just talking to like a famous comic in LA, and they were like, "Yeah, ticket sales are bad," and I was like, "You're the top.
Yeah.
You're
Oh.
the top. What are we talking about here?"
Ticket sales for like their theater.
theater, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
Right,
Still.
but for them, that's as bad as being like this festival. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
never. It's like
Well,
like
none of us will be happy.
no, never.
No.
But if you're happy living here, like if your quality of life is good, that's great. I just could never have a good quality of life here
Yeah.
because it's disgusting.
Yeah, but I will say, it's really nice in October.
Yeah.
Like in a month,
Yeah.
it will be like, oh, we're living the dream. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
The sky's like purple every night. It's like, ooh,
That's nice.
it is nice. I'll say that.
I just need like either I could do Texas, which is like we're doing rodeos and it's like authentic cowboy
Yeah.
shit, or I need to do like full New York, beautiful architecture,
I will
old
say
ass.
the men here are very hot.
That's true.
The men are
That's a good
hot.
point,
here.
That's
yeah.
true.
Is there a big gay scene in Austin?
Big gay. scene.
Really?
Big gay guys. A lot of gay guys here. We're not. We don't go out to the bars.
Well, you're
I know,
married.
but I don't know what you're comparing it to. Like,
Wait,
Portland,
when,
Oregon,
how old
right?
are you?
okay, yeah.
How old are you when you got married?
I don't know that answer. I guess 31.
And he's not a comic?
Correct.
That's great.
And he actually kind of hates comedy.
Even
It's-
better.
It's awesome. It feels like
Agreed.
he's a whole other. He's like how I relate to any human beings because I'm like that's
Right.
my like outlet into not comedy.
Into like a normal person.
Yeah.
The
Right.
best.
That's
I want a
great.
boyfriend who like makes stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish
Not
he was more of a
reels.
construction worker.
Yeah.
But,
Right. What does he do?
is he?
he's in sales.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
man.
sells prep.
Evil.
Do you guys know what prep is?
Prep?
Yeah.
What's
Not
prep?
everybody does.
Prep
Are you
stops
dating?
gay people from getting.
Wait, why is it so
Oh,
shocking that I'm married?
yes. God, I thought you meant the
When
colonoscopy
anybody says they're
thing.
married, it's
Oh.
crazy. Anybody. If you-
Why?
I just think marriage in comedy is so rare. Comedians that are married.
Yeah.
I mean,
A lot of straight male comics are married. Do you think it's like being
Why are you
attracted
waving
to
at me?
men's
I'm
hard?
married.
are you a comedian?
Yeah.
Oh,
And he's
well,
straight.
quiet down over there, okay? Yeah, I just think marriage in
It's definitely harder, but I think it's because we're not monogamous, we're okay with it. Because I'm not his sole thing that he keeps him happy, that he's able to go find the support with his other friends and like.
Yeah, I
Like-
mean, I think it is a game. I mean, Mateo's married, Jay's married. I think it is like a thing where you guys just choose the one that's your favorite, and then you can dabble.
Also, you're open.
Yeah, dabble. Are
Yeah,
you
that's
okay with
great.
dabbling?
I don't dabble. I don't dabble. I don't date. I don't marry. I don't love.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. There we go.
That's why you
There we
take relationship
fucking go.
advice from.
No,
Don't
there's some
take any
redemption on this
advice from me.
podcast. That's my mentality too. I go, don't date. You don't need to.
I'm not doing
Also, if you're long distance and open, I mean, I have friends closer, than you and your husband. I feel
You
like.
can't make demands that
Who do you
put your
mean?
hand out through.
It's like it's no rules,
Coyote.
you know.
You
There
may
are-
not.
no.
may
Do you have
The
rules
rules don't make
within
you
the
clo-
open?
Yeah, rules don't make
Uh,
you closer.
Don't.
Right, that's fair.
It's just expectations
Don't
is
even
more
pretend.
like it. It's not really a rule.
She's been like this.
gotcha.
And also,
Don't even pretend to bark.
I actually found that that us living in different cities is actually the best thing that's ever been for our marriage because I don't
okay.
take him for granted.
Yeah, nice. Do you ever go there, or is it?
Yeah,
a one,
it's like
okay.
once a month we get together for like a week.
Nice.
It's fine.
What's your dating life like, Jake?
I started dating someone like
Get
9
the
months
mic
ago.
out of your face, so that you can't see your face. Go down and then up. You know what
I
mean?
wasn't gonna tell you because I just
No,
assumed
you're like
you
this on the
liked
camera.
that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be seen. No, I started dating someone like 9 months ago. It's going well.
You guys have rules.
What'd you say?
You guys have rules.
A lot of rules.
Like,
What
don't
are
have
rules?
sex with other people.
Yeah, that's the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the main. That's like the main one. Yeah.
Jen, do you guys talk about that?
Not really. It was a short conversation.
Yeah.
It was just both of us being like, that would probably be the end of it, and we are like, okay,
Wow.
handshake agreement.
That's great.
So it's not
That is
binding,
good.
but it's yeah.
It's crazy.
It's
to me.
hard to lock them down. It's hard to lock.
I don't
them
have
down.
sex in general, so if I'm having sex with one person, that's way more.
You don't have
than
sex at all.
I don't have like random.
That's not.
You have to be emotionally connected. There was a look. There was a look.
I mean, yeah.
I had sex with an ex recently, but me and him dated for like 2 years and then got
Do
together.
you love sex?
I don't love sex. I don't love sex. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Really?
I feel very bad during it.
What kind of bad during it?
I just have not. I haven't figured out. Wow, this is crazy. I'm talking about this. It's probably good for me. I haven't figured out how to have sex and like have a good time.
Have you ever had
Say
an
more.
orgasm?
Yeah.
Oh, because I've heard that recently. Somebody said that like it's common for women to not have an orgasm. Up
I
until,
don't
like,
masturbate.
31.
I don't masturbate. So it's not even like coming. It's like I don't do sexual stuff.
That's crazy.
What's happening during your head during sex?
When can it be over so that I can just go to Cuddletown?
Okay,
Yeah.
but like, why? Do you know why?
So I could go to Cuddletown.
It's like superfluous. Because I don't know. It's like it feels disingenuous to who I am. It feels like I'm putting myself in a scenario where I'm like, I don't know. It's like if I'm in love with the person, then it's good. But when I'm in love with the person, then I'm just thinking, oh, this is gonna suck when we fall out of love or he breaks my heart and I'm just having this moment where I love him. You know what I mean? So I'm like,
Yes.
this is all retarded.
Do you ever feel sexy?
Never.
Never. Well, not once.
I do feel sexy when I'm fully basically in drag. Like when I'm fully dressed like a dude, I do feel better.
Oh, okay. So you said drag. Is it like a real drag, or are you saying it like
No,
a
never real
costume?
drag.
Okay.
It's like you get
if
off your
I'm wearing-
motorcycle and you're
If
like,
I get off my motorcycle and I have like cargo pants on and I am dressed like a boy, I feel fine.
Rate your current
This is
outfit.
more feminine.
Okay. I feel like you look like Laura Croft, and that's why I was
That's
like,
cool.
And that's why I was like, I gotta imagine that you would feel sexy feeling like Laura Croft.
Yeah, if I'm in Laura Croft's vibe, I'm great.
What about
the
when you're
pants would have to be a
boxing?
lot bigger.
because you got the braid going.
Boxing
You
is
got more
good.
Laura Croft
Yeah.
boxing vibe.
And what kind of guys do you go for? Like, what's your type?
Irish.
Okay. Okay. Like with the accent or no?
Not with the accent. Like Irish, raised Catholic, stoic, cold, mean to me.
Yeah.
Construction worker, which is what you
Of
said
course.
you were hoping. So
Right.
It's very Massachusetts.
I just like handy helpful.
yeah, handy
I
helpful.
love handy helpful.
Yeah. But nothing nice, nothing warm, cold.
Yeah. Like you're sitting there and you're kind of like, I really can't get a read on this guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's like, I
Same.
told you I fucking love you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if they say it, you're almost kind of like, what do you want from me? You're
Yeah.
like manipulating me right now.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Yeah.
been with an Italian?
I would never. It's disgusting.
I've been hooking up with an Italian guy, and it's too much.
You're Italian.
No, but I'm an East Coast Irish Italian. That's fake.
Oh, you're half Irish, half Italian.
I'm
Yeah.
half Italian, fake.
Yeah, you
It's-
can't.
I'm Danish Italian. I'm Danish.
Yeah, of course, of
Yeah.
course.
I
you're
mean, my
saying
mom is a cunt, like an Italian. But
Do you mean like Italian, like Mario, or like American Italian? Like a European Italian.
imagine me with. Oh, that's great.
Is that good? That's good. It's just
The guys
American
in
Italian.
Italy are such pieces of shit, but Italian American, it's awful. Yeah, I can't deal with like multiple layered necklaces.
For sure.
You know what I
For
mean?
sure. For sure.
I don't think men should wear necklaces unless they're gay.
I like what you had could be on a straight dude. Under the shirt,
Yeah.
we're okay with it.
See, I have to go above the shirt. 'Cause
You
I'm
have to go
gay.
above the shirt.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
if
of
you
Is
go
that a
course.
gay
under,
thing?
It is.
I often go,
Really?
oh my God, it was hiding the whole time.
Yeah. I think I need people to know.
It's like
Yeah.
not even that expensive. It's like $80 necklace.
No, this is like purely a gift from a lesbian.
This is
Yeah.
news to me because back home, like in New York, a lot of guys wear chains, and a lot of people give each other shit for not putting their chain out. So it's actually like I thought it was like the straightest thing to have your chain.
I
that's
feel-
Italianish.
That's Italianish.
Yeah.
Which
but
is gay.
Italians are basically gay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
is like what
Italians
I'm
are gay.
learning. Yeah,
Yeah, but I could see being with like a guy that was like super romantic and kept on doing this. He goes, one day you'll fall in love with me, and you go, no. But by the end of the movie, you're on his boat.
Yeah, do you have to be pushed through into love?
No, I don't. Pushing is bad.
Yeah, you got to knock down the walls, and this guy's gonna have to.
The pushing freak. I think last night I was getting like super. I was dealing with like a stalker situation.
Oh, whoa.
And I was like, not stalker, but like over, making different accounts and all that. And I was like,
A stalker.
It's a stalker. It's a stalker. The
I mean,
messages
I
are
wasn't dealing
unhinged.
with it like he wasn't outside my bedroom.
He did come to a show.
He did come to a show.
That's scary.
But that's how I feel when somebody's into me. Is like I'm like, this is gross. You're scaring me. You're gonna show up at night. You're freaking me out. You're unhinged.
Yeah.
But if they're not into me, I'm like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, saying "hope you had a good day" and that guy is it's the same thing.
Same
Yeah, it's the
thing.
exact
Yeah,
same
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hope you had a good day.
It's really bad.
So rough.
It's really
dude.
bad. Yeah, if you 100%.
Well, it is-
Even though I should text my girlfriend right now that exact.
Most people want that, which is crazy to me.
You know
Hope
how
you have a
like
good day.
one of
Yeah.
the partners always accuses the one of the other one of cheating because they're cheating? You know this?
Yeah. It's like projecting.
So are you projecting this crazy because you've done that?
No. She's not cold like that.
I'm the opposite.
You would think.
That's
but
what he's saying.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm saying,
Yeah,
do you
I'm
think
clingy.
that they're gonna go like, have you showed up at somebody's door?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have to.
I see what you're saying.
Say right, like,
Very.
So you just hate
very
yourself.
astute of
I
you.
was going like,
Very astute of you. But yes, I go full cling,
Now,
and I think it's disgusting.
What did it look like? It feels so bad during the pandemic. I was really going through a moment, and I was with a girl who told me that the guy I was like seeing still had feelings for me, and then I walked to his apartment and I coaxed him out with a cigarette, and then I tried to do a movie moment of like take me back.
you're crying right now.
That's very sweet.
It's so embarrassing. Well, the embarrassing part is that I'm an alcoholic, so I was still drinking.
No.
And he did invite me in because he was like, "Yes, I'll take you back." But then he realized how drunk I was, and he was like, "You gotta go."
Good.
Yeah,
And,
and so
that was bottom. Was that what's it called? Rock bottom.
And still drank for another year, but now
Okay, great.
almost 3 years no drinking.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Nice. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
great.
you. Yeah,
We,
it was
alcohol
awesome.
is gay.
Yeah, it is. And also,
are you,
when
but
thank
it's
you.
gay.
And when I got back to the apartment, the girl who told me that actually had been sleeping with him the entire time. So it was really a full thing.
Oh my
wow.
God.
Isn't that
Wait,
crazy?
so how'd she or why'd she even tell you?
Because she
that?
felt bad.
No, because I think she like loves drama.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the bad
Wait,
reason, yeah.
did you? Can you please try to reconstruct the sentence where she told you?
Who told me what? That she was sleeping with him?
Yeah.
Oh, well, she didn't tell me. He did.
Oh, but you
Yeah.
just accused her of liking drama.
She does.
Okay.
It's
No,
kinda
but she did the. She,
was like,
probably
you should-
wanted him.
She was
to
like, he
tell
wants
him.
to get back together with you. I was like, oh, good. What did
Oh,
he tell you
maybe
that?
because she was testing him.
Oh, maybe.
interesting.
Like she was basically, I know because it sounds like something I would do, where it's like that he wants to get back together with you, and then that way I know that you'll go back, he'll reject you, go with me, and I'll
yeah.
be secure.
Yeah, it was a sick relationship, anyways.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It was crazy.
My therapist told me I'm just talking normally, and she'd be like, "You have like so much violence in your life," and I was like, "No, I don't." So she made me start writing a list, and this one I popped up in my head today. I was 9 years old. I was living in England, and they just bullied the shit out of me. But this kid invited me to the birthday party, and it was a big old like swim like complex. It was like basically like a theme park, and we were really into WWE, so we would just always be fighting. And so we fought hard in that pool. And on the way home, this kid goes, "Hey, I just want to let you know that the only reason they invited you to this party is so that they could drown you." And I was just thinking, like, for sure, I didn't think we were that close of friends because I don't trust them. But I was like, should this kid have told me? Is my question. But and then the answer is probably yes. But on the way to the fucking pool,
Yeah, it was crazy.
Maybe before. A little
He's like,
phone
okay,
call
so
on
he
the landline.
survived?
Yeah,
Oh god.
that's really
That's
really
bad.
crazy.
rough?
That
Yeah,
is-
I mean, I've had times where I went over to somebody's house and I was like, this girl was like bullying everybody sexually, kind of, and I went over to her house
Sorry.
with and I was like, I'm gonna make a potion that'll kill her,
Witch shit.
and I was a witch,
Same.
and I made I love it.
Wait, what?
And I made
No more?
no more witch.
I'm still practicing.
And we made a potion. We were like, drink this, and she was like, no, and we were like, foiled.
This didn't figure into my plan.
But yeah, there was little kid shit that is lethal. Lethal. little kids.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I stabbed the kid with a pen. Yeah.
Whoa.
We were
why?
play fighting. It wasn't even like a mad fight. We were play fighting, and I thought it was like a ninja move.
Oh yeah.
And I stabbed him
Yeah.
with a pen, and his older brother. His older
Did it go
brother
in?
actually was like in the stomach. His older brother was like making us fight. He was bloodthirsty, and he was like making us scrap together.
Yeah.
And then I, as a kid, was like, he'll like if I
Stab
take
him.
this up a notch, and
Yeah.
I fucking stabbed him with a pen. He's
They're
like
like,
crowd
"Whoa."
pleaser.
If I take this up a notch, he'll love this.
Yeah. Like I was just trying to make his older brother proud because he was like cool to us. And
Yeah,
then I'm like, I'm
desperate for
literally
approval.
committing a
I
crime.
love
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Sorry, I just need to know. It stuck in? It
No,
went
no,
into
no.
him?
It just like hurt
okay.
him, and then I was in trouble.
I remember
Yeah.
kicking the
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
out of
yeah.
girls and pulling the punches and feeling like, oh wow. Like you'd go to kick them and you'd pull the kick because you'd feel so weird to kick a human being.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You'd be like, this is crazy. You know, like did you ever do that where you'd like go to fight somebody and you'd be like, I'm not gonna land this.
I got my ass kicked twice,
Yeah.
and I would like to blame that,
Yeah.
but it might just be that I
I just
was
remember going to
faced
kick
a better
and being
man.
like,
Yeah, yeah.
this is nuts. Like, or like punching a face. I'm like, this is gonna hurt me.
But
It's gonna
I
be
feel that way in
gross.
emotional situations too. Like when I was walking to my ex's house, I was like, I know this is crazy to
Oh,
show
yeah.
up. You know what I mean? Like I know this is crazy to show up, and my feet are still moving forward.
Yeah,
Oh
totally.
yeah, I've stopped myself from doing that a lot. Where I'm like, this would be a romantic thing, and the problem is impulsivity is like you're very much rewarded on impulsive action in comedy. Like everybody tells you that the person who just says exactly what they're thinking, the TJ Miller, is like just incredible and a magician to us. And then in life, I'll be like, well, that's who I am. I'm crazy, wacky, and I'll just show up at your door. And then I have to be like, this is not who I want to be. There are two different people. There's like intentionally impulsive and then just actually destroying my life. Same with like eating. Like I'll be like, oh, this is who I am. Fuck it, order all the cake. You know what I mean? And then I'm like, no, this is
I
not.
literally last night I was turning into a fast food restaurant, and then I just like whip my car back and I go, have some fucking self control, Dylan. I was like,
really
you
proud
can't keep
of
doing
you.
this.
I'm really
Thanks.
proud
I
of
used to be over 400 pounds, so it's a huge issue.
Oh,
my god,
wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's always an issue.
It's always an issue.
It's
Yeah.
crazy that that's always the reaction, and you've gotten really good at like, yeah.
Well, yeah, because people always go like, "Oh, that's so cool," and it's like, "Yeah, well, I'll just never be happy with my body, so it doesn't even matter." People
was
are always like,
telling-
clapping at shows when I say that, and I go like, "Stop clapping."
Also, nothing.
You have a tattoo that says "Pick me, choose me, love me," and I also got a tattoo here to represent the same thing.
Grey's Anatomy.
No,
Oh yeah, this is a quote from Grey's Anatomy.
that's rough.
But yeah, and so I do look desperate to a lot of people when I say that.
What did you think his was?
I got a tattoo because I was like being so in relationships. I'd be like, take everything. I have nothing, take it all. So I got a tattoo to just be like, remind me that I do that.
Yeah.
But so that's what it looked like you got to.
But it kind of, I got, this is so embarrassing. I got it because I feel like, whatever, that in that episode, she like says this whole speech and then she says that.
Yeah.
And she says it because it's like she's someone who like doesn't chill. I'm someone who like, I'll just like see myself out of a dating situation. Like,
Really?
oh yeah. I'm like, don't worry about me. I'm going to step out in it myself. Like before it even happens or whatever, if anyone shows any interest, I go, don't worry about me. I'm on the way home, even if I like them. And so and the character was kind of like, this is who I am, and I also just love the show.
It's a great show.
It is a great show.
Meredith says it,
Meredith says that
Oh,
season
yeah.
2.
and she's very avoidant.
Oh, and I'm avoidant.
You're avoidant?
I'm a huge
Oh
avoidant.
my god, I'm anxious as.
Are you? No, I'm like so avoidant that like genuinely, I'm like, I'll start talking to someone, then if they start texting me back, I'm like, I think I have to stop.
Okay, so I am actually. My friend told me recently. He was like, "You think you're anxious, but you're actually an avoidant. You're a switch, which sucks.
Oh.
Because if somebody comes on too strong, I'm done.
Yeah.
But if somebody isn't coming on at all, I'm so anxious. So I am a switch.
Yeah, no, if someone's not coming on at all, if like you don't text me back, I'll never text you again.
Yeah.
Oh.
If one text message doesn't text me back,
that's-
you'll never hear from me again.
That's very adult of you.
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah,
I'm
I
not
won't.
capable
I'm
of
not
that.
gonna like keep texting.
What are you gonna do?
Well, I think everyone's both personally, but I think I am both. Like the no text back, I'll spiral, like what's happening, and then I'm
Yeah,
like
yeah,
obsessed with that person, and then I don't know if I'm like avoidant, but sometimes if like something there's like a bump, I'll just be like that never would work out anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah, just kind of
yeah.
like hightail out of there. You know what I mean? Versus like trying to make it work sometimes.
My husband tracks my location for that very reason, because I'll just get distracted and do something and just not look at my phone, and then he'll be like, "All right, you're safe." But I feel like that's bad.
No, it's good.
That he tracks your location?
Yeah.
No, I have Jake tracking my location.
No, not anymore.
Really?
Yeah, we're on the rocks.
I have my location shared with like 4 of my friends.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like you
I'm
don't
not giving my location.
Give me your
What do you want to watch
fucking
me go to?
location.
What do you want to watch me go to? every
don't
fucking
share your
ho-
location with people who like Ian is the last person I would ever share my location because he would show up.
No, he saves like my Grindr profile because it goes by location, and so I have to block him on Grindr. It's like, I don't want you to see me at every fucking hotel in Austin as I'm sucking off these dudes coming to town.
Well, I want to know. I was like, I wonder if Dylan's doing spots, and I can look and go,
No,
oh, he's
don't
doing
do that.
spots.
That's invasive.
Yeah, yeah,
Sometimes he wants to do spots without his co-pilot.
yeah.
That's fine.
No.
Then he needs to set that boundary.
I did. I don't
He
give
said
my
it. He
location.
doesn't-
Yeah, yeah.
No, he has after he
no.
gives you the information. Let him share his location.
that's-
What if he gets lost?
That's like your friend being like, they were gonna kill you at that party. Like he's not gonna be like, I'm doing this spot. Don't want you there. He just is gonna go.
Right.
But I have friends who are like, not trying to know where I'm at. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Yeah.
So that if all of a sudden they're like, Jordan's been in the middle of Central Park for 6 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or one time I was fainting. He had my location. I was like, I'm fainting, and he was like, bam, right behind me. And he was
Do you
like,
faint a
"I'm here."
lot?
I faint if I get panic attacks. Like I was going through a relationship where he would spontaneously break up with me every single day, and I would get panic
Every
attacks and
day?
I would faint sometimes.
Every
But
day?
I also faint from blood.
It was a lot. You know what was fun?
once a month, twice a month.
We would when I had her location, the flight we'd be on the same flight and just watching the dot try to catch it
Yeah.
because it would always be
Run
last
through the
minute. It was
airport.
like a video game.
Well,
that
one time you were at the gate being like, "Look, she's coming.
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
running.
yeah.
She's close to the gate." And they were like, "Okay." And I made it because he was able to be like, "She's right
That's
there."
nice.
Yeah.
Oh no! Remember the time? There was one time where you called me and you go, "You took the wrong turn at the airport,"
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
spun on my heels and went back because it
That's
was like
nice.
a
Wow.
hairpin turn.
But
I would
that
have
was
gone all
fun.
the way to B gates.
It was like
dude.
watching the flight tracker.
Yeah.
But it was the Jorden tracker. It was fun.
we'll never get to do that if you don't share your location.
Yeah, that is when you guys go on the road together. You should share your.
I'm
location.
not trying to be like a psycho about it. I'm not late to flights. I get very anxious about that kind of stuff. Like I'm very on top of that. Like I'm never gonna be running.
No,
through the
I'm
airport.
Jordan in this situation.
For sure. And I'll be
Yeah.
like, take off. I go, he was supposed to be here. Take off. Take the plane off. We're done.
Take off. He needs to learn a lesson. He never has any consequences.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't like that you ate that cap almost.
Oh, she ate it?
She was
He'll
really
be
gnawing
fine.
on it.
She's already the microplastics in her balls. She's fine.
She
Yeah.
in her balls.
She.
Oh, in her balls. I was like, she doesn't have balls.
No, I meant that.
That's
what I meant. It was the study I was referencing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I clocked it.
I just listened to a podcast that was talking about like
You meant in her testicles?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
it was
Yeah.
a silly thing to say.
Yeah.
yeah.
You didn't mean in balls that you choose?
Stop it.
No.
Look at that. I was right. Crazy. That's great.
Yeah, it wasn't really a smart joke, but I said it. This is more of a reference. How long have you been sober, and have you ever relapsed?
I'm not sober.
Oh,
So
okay.
I stopped drinking when I got into the cellar in 2020.
Smart.
Because I had already been like, I don't booze. I'm an upper addict, so I like, if you give me Coke, I cannot touch Coke. I do Molly sometimes, but it's not good. and Adderall is like I have like a very low heart rate and I'm very sleepies. So when I drink, I just get more sleepies, and I hook up with people I don't like. It's good for that reason. It does help me with the whole like thing, but yeah, it just doesn't feel good. But I never was an alcoholic. I'm a love addict, not an alcoholic.
I love that. I think now that I'm not an alcoholic, I'm a sex addict. But
yeah, you do have to. That's exactly what that sounded like.
Yeah. It's bad. I mean, like it's better now.
That's what that sounded like.
Well, you said I quit drinking, and then you're like, I don't want him to see me in every hotel, which is
because I was living alone for 2 years, and then it was like I was calling my apartment the suck shack. Like I was like hooking up all the time.
The suck shack is crazy.
It was like
thank you so
started as a
much.
joke,
Thank
but
you,
whatever.
I appreciate it.
But then now that I moved in with lesbians, I care more about my female friends than.
Why do you have to have sex all the time?
I think get to
For
is kind of
valid-
how I feel like
yeah,
it.
I just like when I was so fat for so long that nobody wanted to have sex with
Oh.
me, and now that I'm like decently looking, I guess it's like I can hook up with people much easier. And I guess I was like, I guess we're making up for lost time. But now I live with the lesbians and I can't host, so it's hard to find.
That's the most true thing, by the way.
Yeah.
Ex-fatties always super loose.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
both sides.
Oh,
Like, yeah, men and women.
have to
yeah,
be.
Were you?
No, I've always been super tiny.
lucky.
I was
But
loose for a while. I used to be huge.
there was this comic
How
that
big?
was super fat and lost a bunch of weight, and then he just like went on a tear. And now he's married, but
Yeah.
Dan Lamort. He used to be a big fatty, and then he just became like a fuck boy as soon as he got skinny.
Yeah. Yeah, it's important. I went through it though, and then it was you realize all sex is the same.
That's where I'm kind of at
No,
right
no,
now.
sex is not the same.
There's like three times. There's three types.
Okay, what are they?
There's good,
Uh-huh.
there's bad, and there's weird.
I actually agree
What's
with
the
that.
weird ones?
The weird one is where you're like, it was fine. It was kind of, I don't know. I didn't have to do it, but I'm happy. It's where you
Oh,
explain
yeah,
it like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
and
yeah,
you're
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And they're mostly like that. They're mostly
that's
like
the one that I thought I got gonorrhea from. I was like, it wasn't even worth it.
I don't ever if I'm not in love with a person, I don't get if anything is good to me, it's like somebody being like, how do I explain this? You know what it is? It's like when you go to a friend's house and they're like, I'm going to loan you my favorite shirt. And I'm like, that's so nice. I don't even want to put it on because then I'm going to like it. So I just would rather just have my own stuff.
Yeah.
So when I have sex with somebody, I'm like, I don't even want it to be good because then I'm going to want more and that's not going to happen. So I just shouldn't.
Wait, why isn't it not going to happen?
Because
Colton's never had low self-esteem, by the way. So he's always.
That's not true.
No,
Like,
that's
he's
so
never been
funny.
fat. He's always looked like
no.
that.
I thought you were like-
He builds this fucking caricature of me. Like, I don't have fucking feelings.
I thought you were just like a
feelings.
I've never
motivational
been
guy.
ugly. I've never been ugly.
Great.
Because great.
But like,
You know what I'm thinking
you know
about?
what? That makes it way worse.
I like
Great
just
is so funny.
That makes it way worse because that means it's my personality.
It's
You know
not
what?
way
I
worse.
do wonder about people who've been hot forever. I was looking at some hot girl online, and I was like, "What happened?" Oh, I remember who it was. But I was looking at somebody online, and I was like, "What happens when she can't stop getting ugly? Like when it just hits to a point where you can't stop? Like then what? Is it total meltdown, or is it like
Stop getting ugly.
as a woman, men, you'll be fine. But like as a woman,
I actually have reminded myself that.
that you will eventually,
No, that I'll be fine.
you will
Yeah.
be fine. Yeah, men are just always fine. It's crazy.
But I am very worried to be an old bottom. That is a big fear of mine.
Are you a bottom?
Yeah.
And what's wrong with being an old bottom?
It just scares
Who
me.
wants that old hole?
I just think about
You trying to get a piece of this old hole?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I had sex with a 26-year-old and I was just like, you're so young, and then I was like, oh my god, he's like Dylan, he fucks old.
Yeah, I fucked old guys because old and fat are like on the gay side. It's like we're at the same level, so it's like they would want me for my youth and I would want them for their body, but you know, it really just evened out as bad sex.
Do you have a picture of yourself at your?
Yeah, you want to see it?
Oh, I'd love to.
Yeah, I I really like your dog too.
How
Have you
big were
ever seen
you?
such a cutie?
You said loose. You were loose. What does loose mean?
I just was super in like 6th grade. I was probably like 190.
Okay.
So I was big, and then I lost weight right in high school, like 10th grade. I lost a bunch of weight, and then I became a huge slut.
In 10th grade.
In college, really bad.
Yeah.
In 10th grade, I luckily had a very sweet boyfriend that I loved and lost my virginity to, and he was really sweet.
Uh-huh.
And then I went to college and was like, oh shit, because everybody knew me as a fat goth, so it didn't matter if I
fat
lost weight.
goth.
Goth.
I was a goth, yeah. So it didn't matter if I lost weight in high school because everybody's like, bro, we know you.
Yeah, we remember.
We know, yeah, like they know all my, they remember when I had like glovies on and Hello Kitty shirts, so they're like, we're not fucking. But then once I got to college, it was like, oh shit, I can fuck all these people, and I just would black out and fuck anything.
I should say too.
Did you ever catch anything?
No, one time I caught molluscum contagiosum.
What's that?
That sounds
Wait,
like a spell.
did you say?
Yeah, that sounds like one of the potions
Sorry,
you made.
the word you said was molestum kind of.
Oh my
wow.
god! Oh my god! Congratulations!
Nice.
So good.
It's so heavy. You're so heavy.
Oh, I'm really proud of you. This looks really uncomfortable.
It was actually very uncomfortable.
see?
Yeah, it was awful.
Did you get any surgery to tighten
No,
it
I
up?
still have to get it done. So I got all this extra skin on.
Okay, well,
That's why I
talk
hate.
to me about that because I got skin removed and I have a lot to say about it.
What do you have
wait,
to
can we
say?
talk about it? Is it good or bad?
Can I see a picture? This picture.
I should have. The doctor said I was
Damn!
like. I was.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
You were shaped crazy.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, it
no,
was a crazy shape. Yeah.
dude.
You kind of look like a snow cone. Yeah. Like it's like
the
you're
tight
really
pants are not
bubbly, but
helping.
then
The tight pants
Tight
are not
pants
helping.
look like they're.
it's also because the tight pants and the legs are close to you. Got ballerina stance.
Ow,
So
ballerina. Okay.
Here, sorry. I
You
took your
do
phone.
look like if that little. I don't know what it's from, but the little whatever the hippo is that's a ballerina.
Yeah, what is that from?
Just like a cartoon ballerina.
But maybe from it's Pixar for sure.
Because right now I'm kind of in the place where I'm like, all right, it's so expensive to get it done.
Madagascar.
I was thinking Madagascar.
Madagascar.
Yeah.
It's so expensive to get the skin surgery done, but I just am like, should I just try to gain a bunch of muscle and then cut and then just do that for years, or?
One time Chris Rock got off stage and my friend Harry said to me, he goes, what if you went on stage after him and go, that guy sounds just like the zebra from Madagascar. That always cracked me up. So my doctor took my skin and was like, you need to do a full tummy tuck. You need to get all of this off. And I was like, no, because I don't know if I'm gonna have a kid, so I don't want to be taught. And it scared me, the idea of getting a new belly button hole. And I just was like, just cut off a little bit and just get rid of it. I should have done the full thing. So my suggestion is wait, get optimal fit.
Yeah.
And then when you can feel it to the point where you're like, there are no nerve endings in this. Like probably when you get cold, do you feel how your skin is like, you're like, I can't even feel my skin.
Yeah.
Then just go. My suggestion is go do all of it. Like they're going to be like, we can do this or we can do this. Say, we can do this and pay them more money. Because I wish I had just done all of it. Because now if I go back,
Did they chop off more? They charge you more?
Chop off more, they charge you more.
Oh, really?
What?
That's a
Yeah.
fun
Oh,
gig.
yeah. Well, listen, I have to get my chest done. I gotta get this done. It's a whole
Is your
thing.
It's like
chest bag?
scrap
Oh,
metal.
are
They
you wearing
charge by
something?
we charge
No,
by
not
the
anymore,
egg.
but I used to.
You used to have to
Put
wear
it on
something?
that meat.
Yeah, I just
on
have
that
to wear
meat
compression.
I'm really proud of you.
Oh,
It's
I
really,
appreciate that.
It's really, and it really
I feel
sucks
like
when
you-
you lose all that weight, and then you are like, can I please get rid of the part of me that's still there? Because
Yeah.
it's just like reminding me.
So right now what I'm doing is I'm trying to get more comfortable with my body. So I'm now no longer hooking. So for a while I was just blowing guys with my shirt on. Not fun. And so actually there was fun, but like it was fun. But now I'm like, I don't hook up unless I'm like, all right, I'm going to take my shirt off. I like send shirtless photos before I hook up with anybody. Block. And then my new thing is I'm now running. I run every day, and I run with my shirt off for exposure therapy to be like, all right, just spend your life with your shirt off so that like you don't care as much.
There are so many surgeries that I'm against, that I think women who have weird tits and they add fluff to them to make them nice so they fit. I think that's great. I think making your body into what it feels like is great. If you're trans and you really feel like do it. You know what I mean? But making it into something that isn't you, I am against. So when women are like, I'm gonna take these little tits to these giant tits, I'm like, you're literally trying to become somebody else.
Yeah.
And you should look into that. But with what you have, it's like, I do think just remove as much as you can.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because you're a different person now and you deserve that. The recovery sucks. It's not
Really?
crazy, but yeah, it sucks, dude. Because you
How
can't
long is it?
laugh. So I would be on the phone with Harry and he'd be making me laugh and I'd be like, no, because you're like, because your fucking sides are all cut up and then you have blood bags that smell.
Okay.
And they're pulling the goo out of you. And then, I went back and did contracting before I should have, so I tore open. So it's like, I was like crazy.
I'll tell you this. I'm waiting until I get like famous money that I'm like, I'm just going to like.
Don't do that.
Why?
Because you don't.
Because you'll never get famous like this.
No, Jordan, it's happening. I'll tell you right now. If it's going to happen for anybody, it's
Because
happening
that's
for
what
me.
I said too. Is I was like, I'm gonna wait till I have the money, and then I was like, and then it was just like, I don't think you should wait any amount of time. I think you should do it as soon as you have the money.
Yeah.
Because why wait? You know what I mean? Like, it's uncomfortable. I remember the feeling. It's like you zip up your skin in your pants. It's fucking like...
Yeah, it's not
really?
annoying.
I will
getting
say
caught in
I've been
zippers?
very lucky. It's not that bad.
Okay.
It's not that bad, but yeah, for me, it's mostly the chest.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
show us.
See, Colton's a bully. He's always trying to get me to take my shirt off on the podcast.
Whatever.
Just do the chest then, and then do the stomach. later.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it once I have the money, and then we're like good to go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm like, who
But
cares?
Andrew
my
said-
mom was
and-
like, just, I'm giving you the money.
Yeah, that's
because
nice.
I was so sad, and it was only $8,000, and she was like, I'm giving you the money because this is like, because I was constantly being like, can you see it in these pants? Can you see it in these pants? Can you see it?
Yeah. Well, so
just
that's why I'm
like
like doing the exposure therapy of like running outside, doing my thing. I work out every single day. I'm like, you know what? Honestly, getting comfortable with my body now is gonna make it so much easier once I have it done to be comfortable with it then.
Totally,
The
yeah.
other thing is I'm still uncomfortable with it. Like, I still have a giant scar. that
Yeah.
I have to be like, you know what I mean? Like, one was a skin and one was scar.
Yeah.
I'm in no way, shape, or form like a confident person.
Yeah, yeah,
It just
yeah,
feels
yeah.
good to not have.
See, my whole thing is
extra.
that I'm so confident about who I am as a person. It's
Yeah.
the only thing I hate is my torso, and then everything else. I'm like, I'm one of the greatest artists to ever live. You know
That's
what I mean?
great.
So once I get the torso taken care of,
Are you gonna? Yeah, are you gonna be a
on.
nightmare? Or are you just
Yeah,
gonna
maybe
be?
it'll be awful.
I'm gonna like start fucking on camera. Like honestly, God, like
Yeah.
once I have the body, it's like it's over.
All right, well, take your time.
yeah.
Andrew
Yeah.
said he'll loan you the money.
That's so nice of him. You know what's funny? One of our
I'll
rich,
loan you the money.
one of these our rich comedian friends, he like pulled me aside. He goes, he's such an asshole. I love him. And he goes, you know, Dylan, if you had any feasible way of paying me back, I'd absolutely just give you the money.
That's
great.
I was like, I love that.
Look at my dog.
Your dog is so sweet.
She's the
I'm sure
best.
she can smell the dog I live at home with. I live with a huge dog that the lesbians don't really train that well, but we love her. We love Theo.
I didn't train her. She just.
Well, small
was
dog. I'm
born
talking
like
about
that.
like the dog I live with is probably like, you know, it's like huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's a mountain dog.
Yeah, small dogs are usually the worst fucking listeners.
Yeah.
I would get a small dog. I really would. I think I'd be happy with a small
I
dog.
hate small dogs, but I saw her mom on the internet, and I was like, that's a big little dog.
Yeah.
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 She's also like, her exposure to people and other dogs it's got to be like more than any
Yeah.
dog ever.
Yeah.
So she's like really good with people and stuff.
She's the best.
She's just every meet and greet
How long have you had her?
since January.
Since
Oh,
January.
this is new.
Yeah.
Oh, so bonded. How old is she?
I got her at like 7 weeks, so she's like 11 months. She's
Wow.
just a baby.
Have you ever? Do you have a front pack for her?
No, she's an independent lady.
Yeah.
She doesn't. She barely is on the leash.
Okay.
Like in the
Be
in
careful
airport,
with
she's
the
on the leash.
cement outside. She might burn her feet.
I know. I picked her
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
across the
She
Yeah,
was
you
picking
have
her
to do
up
that.
every time we crossed.
Wait, and so then you also have lesbian moms.
Yeah, 3 of them.
3 of them.
Are they a trouble?
No, my mom, my biological mom, was married to Michelle. Michelle divorced. They got divorced, and then Michelle got with Donna, who is so it's like stepmom.
Yeah. So you have 2 stepmoms and your mom's not in a
Yeah,
relationship.
yeah.
That's so funny. You'd be like, I'm gonna go over the 2 moms' houses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does your mom date?
No, she's like me. Hey. No, my mom is Coyote. Look at me. Hey. Don't not look at me. You can't bark in here. No. No. Hey. You can't. No.
She just was testing
Yeah.
the
I
waters.
feel like that's why small dogs they do it because you just laugh. You go, "What are you gonna do?"
I know.
So cute. Hey, not even a little Roo.
So did you grow up with that lesbian drama?
Yeah, it was awful.
Was it?
Yeah, it sucks because I loved Michelle. My mom is like very aggressive, very mean, and very intelligent. And I had no idea what a parent was supposed to be like. I didn't know that they were just like, just feed yourself, deal with it.
Yeah.
And then Michelle came in and was like, "You're my child. You're beautiful. I love you." And I was like, "But I'm fat and ugly." And she's like, "I don't even see that." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then my mom cheated on Michelle, and they had to split up. And it was like, bitch. And then so that was a lot of drama because I was being like, "You destroyed. Why would you do this?" And then the woman that my mom cheated on her with moved in with us, and I was like, obviously, I hate this bitch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but then Michelle fell in love with Donna, who I love, and now it's all great. And now they're all best friends. And I mean, we were like, my sister's husband cheated on her with a bunch of these big prostitutes, and we were all in a room together.
Big
like,
prostitutes?
big
Like,
fat prostitutes.
They look like you pre-surgery.
Wait. Yeah, and is your sister hot?
Yeah,
And you know, men always cheat ugly and fat.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because it's like
Doesn't count.
forbidden fruit / most accessible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
my
it's
my
the
girlfriend
easiest.
said she had a dream last night that I cheated on her with a fat girl.
I love that.
Because it's most
I was like-
realistic.
And what did you
It's
say?
the most realistic.
Yeah.
Well, I was like,
Is
I
it because
went-
you were hanging out with me? Because I don't like that.
no. She's like, her name was Jorden. She had a lot of tattoos.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
pulled up on a motorcycle.
You were
I
all in the same room. That's what you just said. He cheated on your brother. Your brother cheated on your sister.
no. My,
Stepbrother, or her sister's husband.
Your sister's husband cheated on her with fat prostitutes, and you were all in the same room.
Oh,
no,
right,
no,
right.
no.
You and your
me
mom.
and my mom and my other mom and my other mom and my sister and me, and I had just gotten dumped, and we were all there, kind of around my niece, and we were all hanging out, and it was like, my dad wasn't the best dad either, and we were all just like, oh my god, we're just this like tribe of women who have gotten totally fucked by men, and we are going to protect this little girl in the middle. Like, it was very beautiful.
That's cool.
And it was very like the lesbians. Fucking mom cheated on Michelle. Michelle cheated on mom with Donna, and it was still like there's no bad blood. It's all love and like take care of the children vibe.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the like men are like, you're dead to me. I'm taking the house. I'm taking everything, even though I'm the one who cheated on you. And we were like, just build the fort. Hold hands. Don't let's
Fury Road. Over
It was Fury Road.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's crazy. And they were all prostitutes?
That he cheated on with.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? But those are the ones.
They
that-
had prostitute vibes.
How did she find out?
They contacted her
The prostitutes?
and said one of us is pregnant. You have to give us money. Yeah.
Was she actually, or was it just a scam? Did you ever find
My
out?
mom is so funny. She's like, the young black one is beautiful, isn't she? My sister's like, you're such a bitch. No, one of them was pregnant. And
Oh,
I
really?
don't know.
I don't know because I paid for an abortion once, and it's always been in my back of my head of like, I wonder if that was real.
Oh,
If I was a
totally.
girl, I would scam guys out of abortion money all the time.
I think
Right. Why not?
Why not?
I
I'd be
think
like,
she had a kid, but I don't know. I mean, I know she was she was like pregnant,
Oh,
Whoa.
wow.
but I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was his.
I will say, like, it's hard to be like, this is definitely his. It's like, well, you're a prostitute.
You're a prostitute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how do you know for sure?
Yeah.
Right.
And also, it's like, don't we pay you to not tell the wife? I mean, that's kind of
But my
crazy.
sister was
like,
like, I'm not paying you anything. I'm
Right.
leaving my husband.
yeah.
Obviously.
I have
Right.
to go to court, honey.
Yeah.
I don't have money to pay
Yeah.
you. I just hired a lawyer.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Like, why does that mean that she asked the husband for money and he said no? So he's like, all right, I'm
Probably,
going to
right?
ask the
Yeah.
wife, or she was like, interesting.
And then me and my sister did an entire podcast about it, where we talked about all of it. So it's like my sister's like, "Fuck him, I'm outing."
Yeah.
I paid the prostitutes money so that they would give me video footage. So I have video footage.
Of him fucking?
Yeah.
What?
Whoa.
You know what people who love to do? They love to do shit and then film it.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
It's crazy.
It's like the Hunter Biden thing.
Yeah.
It's like, why is this all on tape?
He's so hot.
Yeah, if you're not going to put it on OnlyFans, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's
I
just
think-
for like. It's almost like you. Did you ever watch Dexter?
Yeah.
And it keeps like the blood slides.
Yeah.
It's like the blood slides for creeps. It's
They-
like I
they
just
need
need
it.
video evidence in a
Yeah.
locker somewhere to like touch it. At
Well,
night.
I'm convinced that a lot of
Yeah, you used to be so fun. You used to be so fucking fun.
Oh, well, I think a lot of these guys when they cheat, and I'm not, but I think it's not even like the sex that turns them on. It is the secrecy that they like. It's the yeah.
I know there was. I had a conversation with a friend. I guess his girlfriend was like, "You could hook up with another woman," and he's like, as soon as she said that, I like, didn't want to. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like the whole allure of cheating is the act.
Yeah, let
Yeah.
the dog off leash.
So
Dog
yeah, you gotta
don't
let the
run
dog
away.
off lead.
Unclip the dog. He'll stay with
I
you.
think that is how I feel about the open relationship. Is I like the idea of I can more than I will,
Right. Totally.
but I love getting fucked. That's really cool.
But does it ever fuck you up on the other side? Like, because it's open, do you ever get like, he's probably whatever, or like?
It
no?
did fuck me up a little bit because he told me this weekend that he didn't want me to have sex with anybody because of the big gonorrhea scare of 2024.
Got it.
And
Classic.
even though I didn't have it, but then he told me he was going over to somebody else's house last night, and I was like, "Well, why is it different?" He goes, "Well, you don't use condoms."
You don't use condoms?
No,
And
he
I-
tries to get me to stop wearing them too.
And I never
I
will.
use condoms
He's
either.
if he's your topping, why you fucking care?
I'm anti-condom.
You're anti-condom.
Same, but
I mean,
You
not
have a
like.
girlfriend.
I have a girlfriend, so
Yeah.
but
I
even-
can't
Call me
do
Mother
it.
Teresa because I am anti-condom.
Yeah.
yeah.
We only have 2 segments on
Yeah,
the
we only
show.
have 2 segments on the show,
Oh, okay.
so they're really simple. The first one's famous, and it's.
Do you have any questions for us?
In terms of just
Just
anything.
any question that you might have. It's our famous segment called "Do you have any questions for us?"
I just asked you so many questions.
I know.
I
But
know.
that wasn't
But
part
that
of the
wasn't
segment.
that wasn't
Right,
in the
that wasn't part
segment.
of the
That was
segment.
out of segment.
It's
Question.
like a
And some-
Halloween costume. Now that you're asking us for questions, I have no idea what
No,
that is.
and you know what? And,
Yeah, yeah.
and also, if you don't have any questions, that can also be with the segment.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't I have any? And then that's kind of
Yeah.
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 I have questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go.
What do people ask you?
If we've had sex, if we would
That
have
one-
sex.
that one has
I
a lot.
hate that.
Yeah.
People do that with me and Ian. I hate it. It's,
Yeah.
It's rude.
I've never had less sexual chemistry with somebody other than Colton.
Yeah.
Like, I have more of a thing with my mom than I do with Colton.
Wait, what?
Honestly,
day
if
we
we
got
were in a
so
room and there were
close.
good, I would be like, "Sorry, you have to. I'm not doing it."
Literally, the other day, me and Colton got so close to each other's face, and he looked away and goes, God, how good is it? Felt nothing. I go, yeah, feels nothing.
That's so nice.
Wait, you mentioned an abortion scare.
Mm-hmm.
When's the last time you both fucked a woman? How long ago?
When's the
over
last
the
time you
pandemic?
did God's work?
Oh,
as
pandemic
opposed to
is
your
recent.
Sinning.
What we were doing at that night, we were sending to. She brought a boyfriend.
Oh,
Oh,
got
cool.
it.
You're
That's
a
cool.
perfect threesome guy.
Yeah.
Oh, ideal.
You even got like the threesome facial hair, kind of.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he's the
yeah,
ringer.
now that
We
I have
brought
a
in a
fucking
ringer.
ponytail, I'm like, yeah, guys, let's just be cool and
Yeah.
fuck or something.
Do you like do you like it?
I like to be in it, but I'm not very much like about kissing it, you know?
Right, right.
And
No.
I hear they love it.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't. I hate it. It's tickle torture. But do you like kissing women?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, great.
Yeah.
So you can make out in the threesomes. Do you have threesomes?
Yeah, I've had a lot of horrific threesomes, but during the pandemic, I fingered a girl. But that was my only.
You both
female
got
experience.
frisky during the pandemic.
Yeah,
that
it
was, you were like,
Yeah.
the world might end. Let me just try this out.
No, I didn't feel like that. I was just doing a lot of drugs and
Yeah,
just,
I was
like,
on
I just
Molly.
find myself when you're doing a lot of drugs, you find yourself around straight swingers feels different than gay couples. I don't
yeah.
know why.
Oh yeah, they're scary.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
funny
And,
that like
weathered.
I also one guy hit me up recently. He goes, "Do you like to share women?" And I was like, I don't like that.
I don't like to own them, to share
Yeah.
them. Yeah, I don't like treating them like pie at all.
I could braid their hair.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah.
Yeah.
But I dislike it. It was a fun experience.
Right.
But also, I was on Molly.
Yeah, when I was
Yeah.
with Molly, I was eating her too.
And it was with one of my very good friends who I possibly had a codependent friendship with. That I was kind of like, oh, it's kind of crazy that we're all naked now.
that's just kind of like nice.
Yeah, it was kind of like, oh, whoa, what's going on?
Yeah, sex
And-
with friends is weird.
If you were in a relationship, would you do the same thing he's doing, where it's open?
I'm not opposed to it, but I'm more like, I think my next like real relationship, I would like to be like Angelina Jolie, like let's wear each other's blood and necklaces type
agree,
stuff.
yeah.
I want something like super psychotic where it's like we're really obsessed with each other and like to the point where it's like sad if we have to open it up, and if we do, it's like after a couple of years of us just being together.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, but I definitely want.
I like how you have the
agree
whole
with you.
story of the relationship written
Yeah,
out
and sometimes
now.
I'm driving and then,
It's like,
and then I kill him off in the story and I go like, oh, now I get to be a guy with a dead boyfriend. That's like my real
The
dream.
amount of pressure that you put on relationships feels like why you're
Why?
not
'Cause
in
I
a
want to
relationship.
feel like I've met. All I require
That's
is
an
that
avoidant quality.
that I'm
That's you-
attracted to them, and it feels like I met them in a past life. Is that so
That's
hard
good.
to ask for?
Yeah.
I mean, honest to God, it's
Yeah.
not that bad.
Yeah. Yeah, all I ask is that they're so mean. If they're so mean, I'm so in.
What kind of mean? When you say that, what do you mean?
Like,
wedgies.
Yeah.
yeah.
no, even wedgies, too much
Purple
contact.
nurples.
Like, please get away from me. Please stop. You're texting me too much. Please stop.
Okay.
Not.
But no one says that outright.
Yo.
They're not just like not answering. Is the like
It's
people
way
are like,
easier to
please get away.
ghost.
No one's like, please get away from me.
My last boyfriend?
Was he like, please get away? I thought he would just like not talk.
Please get away from me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, he would say that even before you broke up?
Yes.
Okay.
Totally. 100%.
How do you feel when he says that?
Horrible.
Yeah.
But also she loves it.
But I love it.
Maybe you could maybe you can compartmentalize that want and enjoy sex, and then you can have a boyfriend that's nice to you.
What do you mean?
Like get into some like cool shit.
Oh, the open.
Oh.
Open
No,
I
no,
don't
not
have
even the
time.
open stuff.
All I
Yeah.
do is work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys even have sex. I left here. I passed out. You know what I mean? Like now I'm
Right.
here. This is how every day.
It's a lot easier when you're doing male on male.
Oh,
I don't know.
Because they could
'Cause you
squeeze
can-
it in.
Yeah, we
kinda.
can squeeze it in.
Right,
It's
right.
we can squeeze it in.
I know. That's what I feel like. like a lot of people in
But
New
I
York.
feel like pussy, you don't have to douche a pussy, so I don't understand why you guys can't squeeze it in.
I'm gonna say, okay, Derek, come over, have sex with me.
Yeah.
Okay, now I have to deal with the fact that, does he wear a condom? I don't know this man. I hate condoms. We both hate condoms. You know how
Yeah.
that is. Okay, so now I'm all stressed out that I have that I have herpes, right? And now I'm worried that, okay, I had sex with a strange person. Now my vagina's like a little yeasty. It's like the middle of summer. I don't want a slightly yeasty vagina.
Yeah.
Coyote, do not. My dog's there. Maybe she's like not, she's my daughter. She's watching me have sex with a stranger. That's not good, right? I tell my therapist, he's like, why are you doing that? It's just like, or I go to Sleepy's, I watch Law and Order SVU. Dum dum.
Yeah.
well, the other,
That monologue was perfect,
Yeah.
and I get it now.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
and do you
appreciate
like
it.
Mean Girls?
no, I mean, like, there is certainly an attraction to like a bitchy hot girl.
Yeah.
But I am always like, I've gone on dates with like a few of them, and you're always like, this won't go anywhere. Like, this is fun right now,
Yeah.
and like I'm attracted to this person, but I need I almost need someone that's like a friend.
Yeah.
That which is gay to say, but
Yeah,
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 it is
yeah,
like
yeah,
true,
for sure.
yeah.
I don't know, but I imagine your mom just always cooking spaghetti and be like, "Welcome home."
Well, she's a very motherly. One
Yeah.
of 6,
Oh,
so like
yeah.
full time.
Where are
mom,
you?
kinda. I'm second oldest. 5 sisters, a lot of women.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Good guy alert.
I know.
Always on the road
Thank
with
you.
me all the
No,
time.
big deal.
It's the best.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
closer to Jorden than like most of my sisters now, though, which is weird because it's like I have enough women.
That
in my
is
life.
that's a queer relationship. That's
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
queer friendships is when you like leave your house and you're like, actually my friends are my family.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's funny. Wait, where are you guys from? Are you from the South?
I'm from Massachusetts.
Oh, Matt. But
Yep.
is your family like? Were they like mad that you were gay? Or
No, they're like
that's where the question.
Well, that's because you're like, I leave my family as soon as.
No,
yeah.
no. I'm just from a really small town in Massachusetts. I'm from Western Mass, like to like the woods. And
Oh, okay.
but my families are like they're like working class
Got it.
Democrats, I
And
guess.
I'm an
but-
army brat,
My dad's
and
a
yeah,
roofer.
they hated it.
Really?
Yeah, they hated it. My sister cried, called me faggot, and hung up on me. She's my best friend. I talk to her every day, but yeah, she did
At
not
the
handle
moment.
it well.
Yeah.
She called you
that's-
faggot and hung up?
Yeah.
Like she was
That's
like,
almost like a prank.
She
Yeah,
was like,
sounds like a
I
hilarious
think she
prank.
went, no, not you, faggot.
That's actually awesome.
Yeah, in the
I'd be
moment
best
I
friends
was
with her,
so
too.
sad, but she's mean. So I kind of get that too.
She's mean?
Yeah, I love her.
she's me. She says, "Not you, faggot," is so funny.
That's so
Not
funny.
you, faggot is that better
Not
be a bit.
you, faggot. It's like she
That's so
put it
There's
together
so
in
much,
her head.
Yeah. It's like, not you, and then it's like, wait, I'm not even allowed to care about you anymore. So here's a mean thing.
Yeah.
It's
It's almost like with the when what was Old Yeller when they're crying and like just go.
Yeah.
Get out of here. I don't
want
love
to
you
kill you.
anymore.
That's so funny.
Awesome.
Well, then our
really,
last segment
Yeah.
is also famous. And it is
it's kind of what our show's all built around.
Yeah, the whole thing is about the segment, which is if you were a gay man, would you rather have sex with me or Colton?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Any qualifiers?
That's fucked up.
No qualifier.
No qualifiers anymore.
You, because we both have
Body issues?
and we could go crazy.
Yeah.
We could really take our clothes off.
yeah.
We could practice self-love with it. We could touch each other's loose skin. You know what I mean? We could like just be like, I love this, and you'd be like, I love this, and we could really. I'd be like, don't. I mean, the pillow's literally angled at you.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Every inch of you. Even
I
this.
love that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that. That's good.
Here's the thing. I was gonna say you because I was like, former fatty. Usually have
Sucking
a great
cock.
time.
Yeah.
But then you get too much imagery with the skin, so I might have now I might have gone to Colton. Jorden grossed me out.
There you go.
There we go. There we go.
So one of each. You know?
I don't know if you know this, but that's actually what I say to everybody before I have sex. I'm like, I have all this skin. You can grab it. It's
All my
hanging.
grinders messages like, oh, you'll never believe it. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast, both of you. If you want to plug anything,
Oh, when does it come out?
probably like 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Jesus. I'm gonna do Gramercy Theater in New York. I'm gonna do Wilbur Theater in Boston in February. Gramercy's in November, and then there's a bunch of shit in between there. But yeah, I'm going. When does this tour end? Batavia, go there. Nashville.
What about just a link and then they
Punch
can
Up Live. You got to say you have to say the places.
You do?
Yeah. Yeah.
It just really helps because people go, oh my God, I live near Batavia, and then they do it. It just helps.
Batavia.
That's Chicago.
It's like Chicago, yeah.
But yeah, punchup.live/Jorden Jensen.
I have way less to plug. Just my social media, Jake V Comedy on everything, and I'm doing a co-headlining show November 11th in New York. So
Check
come
them
to
both
that.
out.
But are you doing all of her dates?
I'll do all her dates, also just all the things she said.
And go
Well, I
and see
think
them
all.
both. They're both hilarious comedians. Yeah, you don't even know.
you guys-
You're in for an
you guys
incredible
know.
show.
Thank you so much.
smiling.
And say hi to Coyote.
Yeah.
And
Coyote, you want to plug
comment,
anything?
Subscribe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
guys.
So, this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad.
To drag out horse.